We're gonna get rolling. We have a full practice ahead of us, so that'll take about 45, 50 minutes or so. We will have a break after that and then some time at the end to have conversation, go over any reflections, any questions. And in case you need a reminder, you're in charge of your experience. You can make any adjustments you need to. Change your position. Nothing has to be silent or still. And if silent and still is what works for you, then that is fine too. If you do feel pulled into any kind of creative expression, like singing or moving, please allow that creative expression to serve the deeper and subtler invitations that are also on offer. So not using those things as distraction or avoidance, but to deepen your practice. Okay. Beginning to drop in relaxing demand, relaxing contortion, settling into your natural expression, whatever that means, whatever that looks like or feels like for you. Allowing some sound on the exhale, sighing, owning. Sound on the exhale, allowing you to enter into greater degrees of naturalness, relaxing demand. Relaxing demand. Enjoying whatever it is that you are doing, whatever it is that you are experiencing, immersing yourself in it, receiving the nourishment of it. if you can elongate your exhale, riding it out, enjoying, finding different tones, different sounds, or sighing or yawning on the exhale, nice and long. Allowing this sound on the exhale to connect you to a sense of flow. Flow, continuity, one thing bleeding into the next, one thing turning into the next thing, continuous flow. Still enjoying, drinking in whatever you're doing, whatever you're feeling, the sensations of the vibration or the sound or the yawn or the stretch. Relaxing demand, entering even greater degrees of naturalness, finding even more places where you could chill the fuck out. Let go of all the ways that you're holding yourself, trying to be non-threatening or put together, in charge. Finding all those little places and relaxing them, letting them be massaged out by the sound, by the vibration. If you want to, adding self-touch, adding some massage with sound on the exhale. Self-touch, giving yourself a little more encouragement, giving yourself the message that you have options, finding that flow. Letting it be weird, letting it be more honest. And usually more honest means a little more weird, a little less polite, a little less put together. Yeah. Ooh, and for some of us, this might start getting deep, especially as we are riding. Really, today is more or less the last riding swishes of those dragon tail, wood dragon, lunar year energies and medicines. So this is a perfect time to clear anything out. This is a perfect time to start to feel for what is not meant to be taken with you into the new lunar year, into the spring. Whew. Still staying with this practice of allowing sound on the exhale and including self-touch and maybe movement as you find these places in the body or maybe in your emotional or mental landscape that really need to get swished out. They're asking to be swished out by that dragon tail. It's time. Gunking up the works. So for example, for me, I'm allowing sound on the exhale and I'm rotating at my hips, at my pelvis, and putting my hand to my low back, which is where I have a lot of chronic issues, and directing my sound, giving voice to that place, singing to that place. So maybe there's some combination of those things for you as well. Fuck. Letting that natural expression get clearer and clearer. Yeah. You might be sensing that dragon tail or imagining, visualizing that dragon tail swishing, massive, powerful, aligning that dragon tail with greatest benefit for you and for all beings involved. Lining up that dragon tail swish with greatest benefit. So it's not just chaos. It's partnering with that dragon tail swish to locate precise places that are calling out for their release. Asking to be returned to the mother. Asking to be returned maybe to the earth. Asking to be taken along on the next part of its life cycle out of your orbit. Staying with that sense of flow and that sense of play. The dance happening between all of this phenomena. The dance between you and your system, your physical form, your emotional landscape, your mental landscape. The dance between you and that swishing dragon tail. Oh, no. Mm. 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 Hey. You may feel a sense of kinship to this dragon on their way out. You may feel a sense of gladness, appreciation, or maybe frustration, annoyance with this dragon, this lunar year that we are passing through and finishing. If you can, encountering this quality directly now, as it is now on its way out. Mm. Locating, if it feels right for you, any sense of gratitude, however complicated or also caught up in maybe other feelings, it doesn't matter. Landing in simple gratitude. Gratitude. Landing in simple gratitude for the medicine, the lessons, the blessings that Wood Dragon has brought into your life, into your communities. Again, just letting all the complexity be there. It's not that we aren't also annoyed or terrified or despairing on some level. Just kind of letting all that be and focusing on what the medicine has been, what the lessons have been, the gifts. You may have experienced moments throughout this year of deep and broad perspective, but especially dynamism, spontaneity, experimentation. Did you experiment and fall on your face? Did you experiment and fly? This is important to really understand and recognize everything that we experience, all the events, all the ups and downs, all the things that we think we are in charge of or we make happen. We're a part of it, but really it's this much deeper, vaster, denser intelligence of nature and the seasons and the changing tones of this reality, this planet. Mm-hmm. There is a lot of liberation available for you in that recognition. How much that you think is your life that you are in control of, that you're making all on your own, is actually a vast network conspiring, playing with you, whether you like it or not. Breathing into center, breathing into rootedness, breathing into flow as you sit with that recognition in whatever way you can, honoring, thanking nature. This lunar cycle that has been given the name by Taoists and Chinese astrologists of wood dragon. But see for yourself, feel for yourself. What is this? Who is this vast intelligence? Encountering them directly, wood dragon, this cycle, this lunar cycle of nature, known as wood dragon. Continuing to receive the swishes of that big dragon tail. Sweeping out anything that is not coming with you into the next. Finding that sense of play in the process. A joyful, simple, joyful clearing out. Don't need to tell any fancy stories about it. Don't even need to know the details of what you think you're clearing out, although you may receive some. Just going along with what is naturally available. letting it be fun, letting it be weird, letting it be whatever it really actually is for you. Receiving support from any allies, wisdom beings, in the clearing out, the cleaning up, the polishing, and the reinforcing of what is of benefit. In every possible way. Staying with the sense of flow, continuity, one thing bleeding into the next, one thing turning into the next. you are invited to bring your attention to your center of power. For me, that is above the belly button, maybe an inch or maybe about an inch, and towards the spine. For you, it might be slightly different. Center of power. This is the aspect of you that feels capable, can do, able to respond clearly without over doubting. Allowing this clearing process to be focused in that area. The seat, the center of power, of can do. Allowing a clearing out, allowing a reorganization. Again, letting yourself respond naturally to anything that might be coming up, sensation-wise, emotion, thought. Letting that roll through with some movement or sound if you like. Maintaining that spirit of play. Even as we might encounter something that feels uncomfortable or frustrating. And deep, deep in this center of power, maybe in the heart of this center of power, center within the center, is an unshakable intelligence. An unshakable intelligence that you, the ordinary you, the everyday personality, human, you can't fuck it up. You can't do anything to fuck it up. It's just there. It's how you're made. It's how you're here. And you're not in charge of it. You don't tell it what to do. It just is. See if you can feel and locate that seed of intelligence, that unshakable discernment. Unshakable intelligence fed by eons and eons of ancestors, human and beyond the human ancestors. Accumulated intelligence at your center of power. Staying with flow, staying with the spirit of play, which doesn't mean irreverence necessarily. Just means that you're continuing to listen and to respond, continuing to hold everything a little lightly, ready to adapt at any moment. Yeah. Getting more intimate with that seed of intelligence, the seed of your power. And if anyone's having trouble locating or connecting to this place, simply intend to connect with it. And then it's like you do a little trust fall, trusting that it's there. And through that trust fall, through that surrender, you make contact. Because again, it's a part of you that your everyday personality is not in charge of. So you have to know how to allow something else to come forward other than the personality. Intend, trust fall, and allow. Intend, trust fall, allow. Receiving support from any allies, wisdom beings, radiant ancestors, guides, spirits of the land. As you begin to get more intimate with this seed intelligence in the center of your power, you might begin to notice what that intelligence is drawn toward, what impulses arise from this place. Hey. is ready, it can begin to play with following those impulses, exploring what it is like to ride an impulse from this seed intelligence. So this is not only trust falling and allowing contact, direct contact with this seed intelligence, but now you're partnering with that seed intelligence, you're channeling that seed intelligence through your voice, maybe through the body. You're letting it come all the way through. And as we do that, we get a better sense of the consciousness that is available here. And the more you relax, the more you find flow, the more you have those little trust falls, the easier it will be. When in doubt, slow down, reset. Exploring the impulses arising from this seed of intelligence in the center of your power, this vast primordial intelligence. This seed of intelligence offers us a very special kind of discernment. It might feel a little reptilian, but I think it's more accurate to say that it's just really fucking old. And may be very, very, very important, very useful to listen, to sense, to allow impulse from this place, especially as we navigate the human realm. It will be more honest. less sticky, to all that human intellectual complicatedness forever spinning on our wheels, trying to talk ourselves through, reason our way through, when really there is this level, this intelligence that can see what that really is, that can have that deep belly ground perspective of what really matters, what is immediate, that is more about the primal experience of being alive, the experience of being hungry, cold, full, warm, satisfied, dissatisfied, afraid, joyful. So before we get lost in the endless complication of rationalization and reason after reason after reason, it has its place, but it is very overblown currently. Before we get lost in that, get on the belly, get in the belly, get into that seed intelligence, and first feel what is happening at that level. Is there hunger? Is there fear? Is there craving, addiction? Is there the desire to fight, to hide, to taste, to experience, to enjoy? Couple more minutes to play with the impulses, the inspiration that comes from this seed intelligence. beginning to wind down, allowing things to settle. I would like to thank this seed intelligence that has made itself known. Made this unshakable place within all of us be clearly available, easily accessible, help us get onto the ground, onto the belly, to get below the noise, to sense the vibration from the ground, to listen close, to trust our own sensing, and for us to have humble and responsible ways of testing our perception in good community, in good practice. A little bit like a stop, drop, and roll, sinking beneath the fumes onto the ground whenever we need it. Thank you so much, Wood Dragon, this lunar cycle, all that you've brought, all the opportunities to learn. And beginning to release any other connections that do not need to continue now. Feeling your own personal bubble, 360 degrees. And within that personal bubble, imagining every atom, every cell, every part of you like a tiny kitten. And those trillions upon trillions of tiny kittens are all getting brushed at the same time, all purring and vibrating at the same time, sifting out any last things that need help settling. Tiny kittens, all purring, trillions of them at the same time. And if you want to imagine everyone doing this at the same time, then there's even more. Imagine we were all in a room, every single cell a teeny tiny kitten, and they were all getting brushed and purring at the same time. You can stay with this portion, this transition, as long as you like. You can get petted and purred and brushed as long as you want. We are going to go into a little break and then we'll come together in like 5 minutes for a little bit of conversation.